Hello everybody, I'm Jim Deeming with JamPlay.com. Here we are for another lick of the day. This one we're looking at today is a banjo style roll based on an E chord. You can use this as an intro, as a filler lick, or an ending, and it just depends on where you plug it in. It's a really slick little deal, and it's based on some banjo style rolls that make use of our thumb, first and second finger, a forward rolling pattern. And then what we do is we take this E chord. We're only going to play part of it. We're only using primarily the first three strings, okay, and this much of the E chord. So with your first finger right there on the first fret, third string, and then playing the second and first strings open, we can slide this finger and play those two open strings, and it still works all the way up. And they provide a droning effect that gives us that little banjo sound that we're after. Now, as you come up, I use the first finger for the first three frets, and then I leave it there because when we get here for this note, I'm doing a little hammer on, 2 times actually, and I use the thumb, the right hand picking thumb, for both of those. So the melody line, if you will, is this. And then after that second hammer on, I'm going into a roll, and we call that a forward roll because I'm rolling forward in order. The thumb on the third string, index finger on the second string, middle finger on the first string, and we're doing this forward roll, thumb 1, 2, thumb 1, 2, and then you combine that with the hammer on to get that sound that we get. Don't forget to hit it twice. Now after that third, we actually go through this pattern 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And after the third one, we shoot right back down to this G sharp here on the third string. One more roll with that one. And then we end on this E note. You see how that again is a little piece of our first position E chord. This whole thing is an E chord roll. One more time. Hammer on, roll. Hammer on, roll. Back down to first position. Alright. Now I'll do it one more time really slow for you. Pay attention to where the hammer on fits into the roll. Time a little faster. Couple more notes about this. One is the timing of it. When you start here, you're not at the beginning of a measure. That's not your downbeat. So if you're trying to plug this into a song, this is your downbeat right here. That first hammer on. So if you were counting this out loud in 4/4 time, you would lead into it this way: 1, 2, 3. Okay, so these are actually eighth notes: 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Okay, so it's on the 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. So it's probably best used as a little bit faster thing, kind of a bluegrass banjo type of speed. Got to work on smoothing out that roll so that it works. And then the other comment, I get asked a lot about what to do with the pinky on the right hand, and this is an example where I do like to anchor the pinky on the face of the guitar. You may or may not want to do this. It's not required, but for a faster rolling style picking, I find that helps stabilize the right hand, and especially because we're only playing on the smaller strings. Down lower here, your hand can stay in a pretty tight You don't really do a fist, but a nice close. And you can keep it nice and steady, anchored with that pinky. You don't have to do that. You can keep it up. There's no right or wrong on that, but you may want to experiment back and forth if you're having trouble getting the banjo roll pattern smoothed out. That's it. That's our key of E chord banjo roll. Hope you enjoy that one.